You found Stryker of Enyo, and the following is an excerpt from my main video, I Play Every Xbox Live Arcade Game Part 2, which is a massive 3.5-hour experience that I encourage you to check out if you like what you see here. This version was rendered at nearly 2 to 3 times the bitrate of the original. It's time for a gaming sidebar. Sorry, I didn't do that correctly. Gaming sidebar. Oh, different names for games? One aspect of the XBLA marketplace that I will not miss is the fact that there were different names for games than what you expected, especially once you bought certain ones. You may have noticed this yourself as we have gone through our list, but I just didn't have time to mention every discrepancy that I ran into. Any website will display the full name of a game, but it seems like there was a limit to how many characters could be used for the name of a game in the 360 store, at least at first. Some companies simply abbreviated their game's original name, like Final Fight Double Impact, or they removed some spaces, like for Bionic Commando Rearmed. It's all run together like one word, but it's fine, it's not a big deal. You can still tell what the game name should be, so these aren't bad. But it gets worse. We not only still see that every game that started with the word "the" in the title was placed under the T's, regardless of what word followed next. That is still there, so you will see the Baconing, the Bridge, the 2 dishwasher games, and the Expendables all right next to each other. But no. Some companies have sequels to other games they released on XBLA, but they name them differently. Go to the store and you will see Dead Rising 2 Case West in the right spot. And yes, Capcom has a habit of inputting their games in the Xbox storefront in all caps, which can be a little annoying, but I digress. Where's the original? It should be right here next to it. Was it delisted? Remember, I'm in the online store. This isn't just the My Games folder. Oh, here it is 23 spaces further down, now labeled as DR2 Case 0. But why? Both games share the same number of letters and characters. The Case 0 and Case West titles take up the same amount of space. Why abbreviate Dead Rising 2 to DR2? Remember Bionic Commando Rearmed? It was all one word, but it was complete. The sequel was labeled as BC2 Rearmed. Then it gets even worse. There are some games that actually changed their name after you bought it or downloaded the trial, like the game Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. I'm here in the 360 store, and you can see the text entry for the game is the full name. Click on the game and it says the same in the top of the screen. When you buy it under My Games, it is listed as simply Chronicles of Mystara. If you were looking for it in the D section, then you won't find it. Another great example is right next to it, Dungeons & Dragons Daggerdale, which is labeled with its full name in the store, but in My Games, it's renamed as D&D Daggerdale. Note that the and sign acts as almost a blank space, which will put it at the beginning of the D's, not toward the back. Also, there's Might and Magic Clash of Heroes HD. In the store, it's labeled under the M category, as in Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. But in the My Games section, it gets renamed as simply Clash of Heroes. How confusing is that? There are little discrepancies like this that will drive you crazy. There's not a lot of games listed like this, but there are some fighting games that get kind of butchered in the end. So just be aware they exist. Some games might not show up where you think after you buy them, and others might not be in the store where you think they should be. You might need to look around a little bit. Well, that does it for this episode, and see you next time on Gaming Sidebar. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? What the fuck am I doing? Would you like to know more? Did you like the video you just watched? Then leave a comment, even give me a like. Then head to my channel for more. I got several series like Rage Quit 2, How the F Did I Die, and I even have a playlist for everything related to the I Play Every Xbox Live Arcade Game. You'll find all the parts, including higher bitrate versions of certain segments and eventually audio commentaries. If you want to see what I'm currently working on, then check the community tab on my channel, it's just right here. This is where I give occasional updates on what I'm working on and mention what's coming up next. If you want to watch the main video where this segment came from, then it should be showing up right about now, on the upper left side of the screen. The playlist for the entire series will be on the lower right. Thank you for any watch time that you can spare. The response on the series has been very positive, so thank you all.